Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to AriesEDC, and today we are talking about, yes, another small knife that feels big and is absolutely amazing. Well, all right, today we are talking about the Artisan Cutlery Cleo, and this, believe it or not, like I said in the unboxing, is the first time I've gotten a chance to experience an Artisan Cutlery knife. This is my first one. Kind of silly. I don't know why that is, but this is the first one and kind of a odd one for me to try out for the first time. But we're going to get into it. It's kind of funny. I put it next to this box because when you get it, you got this small little knife in this giant box. But it comes with the nice pouch, the double pocket pouch, the microfiber cloth, and it has some goodies in there as well. But let's set this aside because nobody really cares about the box unless you're trying to resell it. So what do we have? We have a titanium button lock, a nice small little knife. Some people might fifth pocket carry, back pocket carry. I don't know. It's a really small knife, but it's so stinking good. I can just fiddle with this all day. So we have the nice milled titanium. Those scales are done very nicely. Nice. There's no backspace or anything, so you just have the nice standoffs. The titanium clip that is reversible, so you can screw it in there. It's screwed in there. One thing I did notice is the actual titanium is threaded. So that's kind of fun. The titanium is threaded. There are no liners or anything like that in this knife because it's a button lock. And that button is very smooth. You have the two thumb studs. So you can open it with your thumb. And then, of course, it is a button lock. We'll talk about that blade in a second. Or you can reverse flick it and then you can button lock. And that button is probably the smoothest button lock I have ever experienced. It's just perfect. The detent is great. You just push the button, little tiny bit of maybe blade stick, or button stick. But I think all of my button locks that I've experienced have a little, but man, that is good. So you have an S90V blade. Wow. S90V blade. That nice Wharncliffe style. They're calling it a Wharncliffe. And you can see right there, S90 focus, S90V. And you have that maker's mark, or that designer. This is Johan Jordine. He is the designer of the Warhog and many other designs that are coming out with pickled steel. And this thing, I wish I had my pickled steel. I sent it off for another channel to check out, but the two blade shapes together would be pretty funny because they're both almost the exact same blade shape. So obviously he loves that kind of blade style, that nice Wharncliffe blade style. But man, this is a great knife. And like I said in the open, it is a small knife that, again, feels big. I am a huge fan of that. It's a small knife, but man, when you can get 4 fingers because they did the choke up position perfect, where I can get my finger in there and right on top of the blade, it's absolutely amazing. Just I can get up here on the tip, make any cuts that I need. What an amazing knife. And the action is just so smooth. It's just so good. The button is just perfect. It never fails. And it's just excellent. Just whether you're using the reverse or your thumb, it's just really, really good. Disappears in the pocket. Is it deep carry? No. You got about that much sticking out of your pocket. But it's so, so good. So overall, you're looking at a 5.91 inch overall, and the blade length is 2.52. So let's take a look at that real quick. So, yep, we're right just a little over 5 3/4, and 2.52 would be the way back here at the beginning of the scale. So the sharpening edge is right at 2 inches. Just a little over 2 inches is the actual sharpened edge. So small blade, but man, it just works. It just absolutely works. Let's look at some size comparisons. I didn't bring my baby banter or anything out here, but let's put it next to the Elementum. Obviously, the Elementum makes this thing look so small. And against the Rat 2, again, those two comparisons, it makes that knife look really, really small, when those are pretty small knives themselves. And let's not drop that. And now we have the Para 3. Let me put that back. And of course, the Para 3 is going to dwarf this. Obviously, the thickness is going to be much thinner than the Para 2. Actually, yeah, it's much thinner than the Para 3 and the G10. But man, I really need to get one of these. They are $150 based on the website on Artisan Cutlery. But I haven't looked at all the other dealers to see. I will put a link to the Artisan Cutlery website in this video in the description. You have this nice belt satin finish, and they actually did a little swedge up here at the tip, which was done very well. The thumb studs are comfortable. They're not too aggressive, but smooth enough where you can get grip, and they don't hurt your finger after a lot of flicking. There's a little bit of jimping right here on the spine. It's not aggressive whatsoever. It's very smoothed off, so you really can't get any, there's really not a lot of grip there on that, but my thumb lands way up here at the top of the blade, so I'm not even close to where that jimping is, so it really doesn't matter to me. But man, what an excellent little blade, little 2-inch blade, and again, you can see it just wants to open and wants to close. Geez, so stinking good. Love this thing. For $150, S90V, full titanium button lock. You know, I don't have too many bad things to say about that. Really, really good. Geez, I might have to get one of these. I just wish they had other colors. Right now, the only thing they have available is what you see. So the Artisan Cutlery Cleo, another really cool option from Artisan Cutlery. Maybe you guys will check it out. I am not an affiliate or anything. I don't have any links, but maybe you know somebody who does. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe, like, leave a comment, or not. Again, the choice is always yours.